Coach Matt, thank you very much for your time, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm very well, and yourself?
Good. I say there's a lot of excitement here. The kids are excited, probably flying out for the first time. How is the mood amongst the boys?
I think for the club as a whole, it's exciting times for our boys. It's also a part of history, you know, that we have under 12 team going international, playing in an international tournament. So it's been a week of excitement, and yeah, we're all looking forward to this, and not only for the club as well, but for the country and the continent of Africa, as we are competing as the only African team in that competition. Yeah, so it's been exciting times, and I think it's now even sinking in more when we're at the airport, about to depart. So yeah.
And I'm sure throughout the week the boys were very excited, but as a coach, you had to put in systems in place to prepare for the games. I checked out the fixture, 8 games in 2 days, 3 in 1 day, 5 in 1 day, hectic.
It's quite hectic, and I think hence we could register 16. So which means it's basically 2 teams that we are taking with of 8v8. So we just have to manage the boys, and in terms of the quality that we also have in terms of the games. I mean, first game is Bayer Leverkusen, which is also a German team, not very easy. Then third game we meet PSG, so which I think for the boys, that's the highlight of their lives. And for us as a club as well, to go and compete and test our teachings amongst the best in the world.
Yeah, and talking about PSG, they've already shown you the celebration they're going to do in this PSG. Coach, for the club TS Galaxy, obviously this is a good experience for the boys, and there's always the discussion about winning and in development, and just going out there to develop, test yourself against different opponents. For TS Galaxy, what is this tour mainly about?
For us, the tour is, there's no mandate to go and win the tournament. For us is to say, let's see and let's go out there and measure our teachings and see how far are we as a country from the international peers, be it organization, be it football-wise, be it coaching, players as well. I think there's a lot of lessons that we are going out there to learn as well as a club, and we can then also grow as a brand and as a young club as TS in implementing certain things, even as far as our development structures, to make our club a better club as well, in terms of matching that international level, where we can also try and get certain systems in place, processes in place, which we might also utilize in our structure as well. So for us, it's mainly the learning experience that we go out there and learn, but also compete. It's also going to see how our boys can compete. As a country, if these boys can match these 12-year-olds there internationally, which means in 5 years or 6 years' time, these are the same boys that our boys will be competing in the World Cup competitions, in the AFCONs, if we compete with those boys. So we're preparing them not for the club as well. I think the major thing is the chairman says to us all the time, you don't prepare a player for the club, you prepare a player for the international world. And I think this is where we are, matching them against the international peers to see where are we as a club and as a country, and then we can then build from there as well.
But in preparing for this tournament, obviously these boys play GDN under 13, which is 11v11. They are going in a tournament where they're going to play 8v8. What did you put in place for them to adjust and ensure that maybe 11v11 the ground is a bit bigger compared to what you'll be faced with in technique?
I think what is beautiful about that concept is that we had majority play in the GDL, which is, as you rightfully say, it's a bigger pitch, they utilize the width. But what we've instilled in them is we do a lot of small-sided games. We had a Sunday program running. They play Saturday and they play Sunday. We've also played friendlies with quite a lot of teams under 12s in that setup, in that concept, and to get them to adapt as well. And they've adapted very well. And in terms of also those games they play in the higher age group, which makes them strong as well physically. And I think you realize we have them, we have a very young, small built boys, but Technically, we've instilled a lot of principles in them where they are comfortable on the ball, they move the ball quicker, and so it's for us to now see where are we in terms of our teachings, in terms of their development, as they have been playing in the GDL. I mean, they haven't even lost a game. So it's quite interesting for us as well to, as a club, to test ourselves as we go to this tournament.
Coach Matt, thank you very much for your time. We wish you all the best in Turkey, and hopefully you do well there.
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother. And I'd like to take the opportunity to thank all the clubs that assisted us in preparing for this. You know, they never closed their doors when we wanted friendlies, under 12s. They understood what we wanted. And also to you, my brother, for giving us this exposure and also putting us out there to people to know what is happening around our football in our development structures. Thank you so much, my brother. And I hope to keep you posted when we win against PSG.
Thank you.
Thanks.